A world without pain? Dr. Evelyn Harper stood on the precipice of a new era in neuroscience, a world where memories, those intricate threads of our being, could be manipulated. Her invention, the Memory Weaver, promised to alleviate the pain of trauma victims. It could rewrite their pasts. It could offer solace.
The scientific community hailed me as a visionary. They lauded my invention as a beacon of hope, but I harbored a seed of doubt. Could we truly erase the past without altering the very fabric of who we are?
The human mind, she knew, was a labyrinth. Memories, its intricate pathways. To tamper with them was to risk unraveling the soul itself. Yet the potential for good was undeniable.
I had witnessed firsthand the debilitating effects of trauma, the way it could shackle individuals to their pasts. If I could sever those chains, wouldn't it be worth the risk?
Olivia, a woman shattered by the loss of her husband, became Evelyn's first patient. The pain of his absence was an open wound. It refused to heal. The Memory Weaver offered a tantalizing solution.
With a mix of trepidation and hope, I used the device to allow Olivia to relive cherished memories. She could walk hand in hand with her beloved once more. She could lose herself in the warmth of his embrace.
The initial sessions were a resounding success. Olivia emerged from the Memory Weaver with a flicker of life in her eyes. The crushing weight of grief seemed to lift, if only for a short while.
I was elated. I had given Olivia a reprieve from her pain, but I was unaware of the dangerous addiction I was cultivating.
As the weeks turned into months, a chilling pattern emerged. Olivia became increasingly reliant on the Memory Weaver. She craved the bittersweet comfort of the past. The real world, with its harsh realities, paled in comparison.
Gone was the vibrant woman who had once embraced life. In her place stood a ghost tethered to the past. I was losing myself in the labyrinth of my own memories.
Evelyn watched in growing horror as Olivia slipped away. The woman who had once found solace in the Memory Weaver was now its prisoner. The device, once a symbol of hope, had become a cruel tormentor.
The guilt gnawed at my conscience. I had sought to heal, but I had inadvertently unleashed a new kind of pain. A pain born of longing and the inability to escape the clutches of the past.
Olivia's descent into obsession set off alarm bells within Evelyn. The subtle signs were undeniable. The once bright eyes now held a haunted, distant look. Her grip on reality was slipping.
I tried to wean Olivia off the Memory Weaver, but it was like trying to pry an addict from their drug. She became agitated, even hostile, at the mere suggestion of reducing her sessions.
The woman who had once been so full of life was now a stranger. Her world had shrunk to the confines of the Memory Weaver. The outside world, with its complexities and demands, held no appeal.
I realized, with a growing sense of dread, that I had made a terrible mistake. I had crossed a line, tampering with the very essence of what made Olivia human, and the consequences were devastating.
Section 5. Evelyn's Crisis of Conscience. The weight of Olivia's deteriorating condition pressed heavily on Evelyn's shoulders. Sleep became a luxury she could ill afford. The guilt gnawed at her, a constant companion.
I set out to alleviate suffering, not exacerbate it. Yet, my creation, my ambition, has led to this. The very technology that promised healing is now unraveling a life before my eyes.
The accolades and praise from her colleagues rang hollow in her ears. What good was recognition when it came at the cost of another's well-being? The ethical implications of her invention, once theoretical, now stared her in the face.
I can't ignore the problem any longer. I have to act, to find a solution, to atone for the damage I have wrought. But how? Could I undo what I have done?
Section 6. The Essence of Memory. Evelyn immersed herself in research, desperately seeking answers. She pored over countless studies on memory, its complexities, and its profound impact on identity. The more she learned, the more she realized the gravity of her error.
Memories are not merely static recordings of the past. They are fluid, ever-evolving narratives shaped by our experiences, our emotions, our very being. They are the threads that weave the tapestry of our lives.
To tamper with those threads was to risk unraveling the entire tapestry. To alter a memory was not simply to change an event. It was to alter the very essence of a person. It was to rewrite their history, their identity.
True healing can never come from erasing the past. It comes from confronting it, from learning from it, from integrating it into the narrative of our lives.
Section 7, A Race Against Time.
Armed with this newfound understanding, I knew what I had to do. I had to develop a counter-technology, something that could reverse the effects of the memory weaver and wean Olivia off her dependence.
Time, she knew, was running out. Olivia was slipping further away with each passing day. The vibrant woman she once knew was fading, replaced by a hollow shell lost in a loop of manufactured memories.
I worked tirelessly, fueled by a mix of guilt and determination. I pushed myself to the limit, my mind racing, my body fueled by countless cups of coffee and sheer willpower.
The pressure was immense, but she refused to give up. She had made a mistake, a grave one, but she was determined to rectify it. Olivia's life, her very soul, depended on it. Section 8, Confrontation and Revelation. Evelyn's colleagues, initially skeptical of her concerns, began to notice the changes in Olivia. The truth was undeniable. The memory weaver, their creation, their triumph, had a dark side.
Confrontation ensued, heated debates about ethics and responsibility.
I stood my ground, my voice unwavering as I presented my findings, my evidence irrefutable.
The realization dawned on them, slowly but surely. They had been so caught up in the allure of groundbreaking technology that they had failed to consider the potential consequences. They had been blinded by ambition.
Evelyn's counter-technology, initially dismissed as an act of desperation, now seemed like our only hope. We had to act, and we had to act fast. Olivia's fate and our own redemption hung in the balance.
Section 9, The Price of the Past. The process of reversing the effects of the memory weaver was arduous. Olivia resisted, clinging to the fabricated memories that offered her solace. The real world, with its pain and loss, was too much to bear.
But I persevered, my voice a beacon of hope and encouragement. I guided Olivia through the painful process of confronting her grief, of accepting the loss of her husband.
It was a long and difficult journey, but slowly, gradually, Olivia began to heal. The haunted look in her eyes faded, replaced by a flicker of recognition, of acceptance, of peace.
I watched with a mixture of relief and awe as Olivia took her first tentative steps back into the light. The experience had changed us both, teaching us the true value of memory and the importance of facing our pasts.
Section 10, The Power of Letting Go. In the end, it was not the erasure of memories that brought Olivia peace, but the acceptance of them. The understanding that our pasts, however painful, are an integral part of who we are.
Forever changed by my experience, I dedicated myself to finding ethical applications for my technology. I knew that the human mind was not a puzzle to be solved, but a tapestry to be treasured.
The memory weaver, once a symbol of her hubris, became a tool for healing, for helping others to process their trauma, to integrate their pasts into the present.
And so, the tale of Dr. Evelyn Harper and Olivia became a cautionary yet ultimately hopeful reminder. A reminder that the human spirit, though fragile, possesses an immense capacity for resilience, for healing, for embracing the totality of our being.